Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yolie and I am really excited about today's topic because I'm going to be discussing crystals and how to use them for manifesting and for magic. So I can't wait to get into it because I'm obsessed with crystals. I've been obsessed since I was a little girl and I just love working with them. Before I start, if you're not subscribed, I need you to hit the subscribe button and like this video, show me some love. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a disclaimer before I show you all this stuff that's on this desk, okay? Rule number one, you don't need to use candles, you don't need to use crystals to manifest or to do your spell work, magic, anything like that. You don't have to use these tools. They're just tools. What you need to use is your mind, your energy. So that's where the power is really coming from, is from within, okay? So these things, you don't have to use crystals to manifest. Just have your self-concept right and your mindset right, and the power is within you and you are limitless, okay? So that's the most important thing to kind of just get down, is mindset. But in the community, we love crystals, okay? They're beautiful, they hold a lot of energy, they hold a lot of power, if you believe in it. And at the minimum, if it's a placebo effect, it's a damn sure good one, okay? Because it works. So I just wanted to start off with that note that this is not something that is required for you to do to manifest, but I love manifesting with crystals. I love manifesting with candles. I've been obsessed with rocks and stones and gemstones and crystals and all this stuff since I was a little girl. So it's just something that I like to do. A lot of people like to do it, and I love working with tools and props. So before I get started, I'm going to be referencing a lot from this book, The Crystal Bible, and I'm going to be just going through the book and explaining a lot of these crystals, what they do, and which crystals you should which crystals you should use to work certain topics, love, money, health, things like that. Also, before I get into that, I just want to make another disclaimer here. I'm not a doctor. We're all responsible for ourselves, our decisions, and our health. So the things that I'm going to be reading from this book, use common sense, okay? But if you do believe in metaphysical, and spiritual properties, then you will believe in these things and the powers and the energy that each of these stones have and can create. So really quick, I'm going to show you how to take a crystal and clean it, okay? Before we get into all the crystals that are here, because it's just so many. Okay, so let's say you find a crystal that you love. This is a rose quartz. I don't know if you could see the pink in it, but it is a very, very pale pink. Rose quartz is great for love. This is like one of the #1 stones that people use for love, manifestation, work, spell work, magic is rose quartz, and also beauty. I put rose quartz in most of my beauty products. I mean, it just keeps you just youthful, healthy. If you've seen a lot of like the jade rollers, a lot of them come in jade or they come in rose quartz. So there's a reason why. So let's just say you find a stone that you like. You're like, oh my God, I love the stone. You get it from a store, you order it. It has the energy of whoever packed it, whoever discovered it, whoever mined it. What you want to do is take these gemstones and cleanse it first before you start working on them for yourself. Okay, so there's a few ways that you can do this. I like to smudge. The reason being is because some of these gemstones are really, really fragile. So you want to be careful not to put them in water per se. You can put a lot of them in water, but some of them you can't. So unless you're really like familiar with the ones that you can and cannot, I would just be on the safe side and smudge it. So what does that mean? If you have something like sage, this is sage that's wrapped in flowers. If you have sage, you would burn it and then just kind of let the smoke smudge the crystal, okay, to cleanse it. So that's the easiest way to do it. You just cleanse it all around. You know, you do that. You can use sage, you can use Palo Santo, you can use pine. Cinnamon sticks are popular nowadays because I think sage is starting to get like, it's hard to harvest or something. I don't really know what's going on with sage, but there's something going on where it's not that easy to find. That's what I heard. I've been finding sage just fine, but I've been hearing that it's not easily sourced. So I would smudge, or you can dip your crystals in salt. Okay, so a big bowl of salt, you can bury the crystal in there overnight. That helps to cleanse it. You can put it in water, but like I said, some crystals, for example, like Selenite, I would not put this in water. Okay, it's gonna damage. It's just so fragile. It's gonna damage the texture of it. So just do research and make sure you know if the stone can be put under water. Also too, I make this, which has distilled water. It has patchouli, frankincense, and sage. And if you can see, so you can just kind of steam it, you know, because the essential oils of sage, frankincense, patchouli, it's cleansing, it's protective, you know. So as a matter of fact, let me just clean that, and it smells so good. This you can use as like a facial steamer. I just love stuff like this, but I use it just to, you know, cleanse the room, cleanse my stones. So those are the ways that you can clean your stones. Smudging it, sage, Palo Santo, pine, cinnamon sticks, dip it in salt, or you can put it in water. That would be my last resort. Once you cleanse it overnight or you smudge it, then what you want to do is program the crystal, okay? Because now you want to basically command this item to do your bidding, right? What's the point of having something just to, I mean, you want to let it know what you want it to do, right? So let's say you're trying to manifest love. You would take this stone and put it in your hand. Now, this is also up for debate. You know, people have their different views on certain things, but I know a lot of cultures, they believe that the left side, the left hand, is the receiver, and the right hand is the hand that kind of gives, it goes out. So many years ago in New York, I was at a department store, and this older, really sweet Asian lady came up to me and she said, every time you accept money, always give out your left hand and accept the money with the left hand, and then you give with the right hand, you know. And I didn't really understand like what she was talking about. She just said, you know, take the money with the left hand. I didn't really understand what she was saying, but now I understand what she was saying, you know, because I'm well versed with certain things. So I'm like, okay, lady, like, you know, thanks for looking out. So anyway, I like to personally, if you see, okay, so these bracelets, which are on my website, my Etsy store at shopyolie.com, that will direct you to my Etsy store. I like to wear my crystal bracelets on my left hand. Depending on my outfit, depending on the sleeve, you might catch me with my bracelets on the right side, but it will always be on the left side. Sometimes if it has like charms on it, I like, because I'm a righty, I'll wear it on this side. But for real spiritual protective purposes, I will, or manifesting purposes, I will put it on my left side. And I'll explain what these are later. But yeah, so when I'm programming a crystal, I will put it on in my left hand, okay? And basically just close your eyes and you're going to tell it what you want it to do. Or you can hold it in your left hand and palm it with your right, if that feels better. Remember, everything is energy, so it's about what feels better, what feels good to you. And only you know what feels better for you. If for some reason holding it in your right hand feels better, do that. But with the knowledge that I know, I'm already programmed, right, to put it in the receiving hand. So this feels better to me. So you can cup it, palm it like that, you know, just kind of like cover it with your other hand, and you close your eyes and you tell this crystal what you want it to do, right? So every time you're near me, you're helping my relationship stay loving and balanced and in harmony and happy and committed, and I have self-love. I forgive myself for any trauma. You keep me grounded, you keep me stable, you keep me harmonious. Just whatever you want that stone to do, you program that stone, okay? So now it's programmed with your energy to do your bidding, to do what you want it to do. Also, a lot of people charge their crystals monthly. You don't have to do it, but if you just want to kind of like give it a charge, you can on a new moon or a full moon, or you can put it just under the moonlight if you feel like it needs to be energized, or put it in the sun, or put it in the sun to energize it, okay, to give it a boost. So those are ways that you could kind of like recharge it. Like I said, full moon, new moon, moonlight, any night, and sunlight, okay? So that is what you do to cleanse, charge, and program your crystals. Now, there's so many ways that you can use crystals, okay? So you can put them, like here's a citrine, okay? Citrines are really good for manifesting money. So you can put this in your pocket. I have little citrine chips in my wallet. I have pyrite, which is good for manifesting money, in little chips in my wallet. So that's one way that you can use it, is carrying them with you. Put it in your bag, put it in your wallet. But for me, the easiest way, instead of just carrying like things everywhere with me, is just to wear it on my body, like literally on my body. So I have a necklace designed by me. This is also on my website, shopyolie.com. It goes to my Etsy page. Okay, so this is a beautiful piece of selenite with black tourmaline, okay, which is both protective stones, okay? So this gives you protection from any negative energy. I have a big clear quartz crystal on my finger. I have these bracelets. I mean, this is the easiest way for you to be protected, for you to harness the power of the crystals, is just to wear it on your body. I mean, the easiest way to do it. These bracelets, this one is for money. It has, I mean, I love these stones. It has tiger's eye, citrine. It has malachite. And what else? Let me see. I think I wrote it down. Did I write it down? Yeah, green aventurine, malachite, citrine, tiger's eye. So this is a really cool bracelet to, you know, manifest money. And then the love bracelet. I love this one. I mean, who doesn't love love? Money and love. It has rose quartz, like I said, which is the, you know, big money crystal. It has carnelian, which is really good for the lower chakras. And, you know, that helps to keep you grounded. It helps to balance your sacral chakra, which is your second chakra. It helps for attraction. I mean, it brings, you know, it brings love in for sure. There's red jasper. There's strawberry quartz. I mean, it's just such a cool, pretty bracelet. And then you have this one for protection. Anytime you see black stones, 99.9, you know, times out of 100, it is going to be a protection stone. Okay, so you're talking about, you know, the obsidians, the black tourmalines, onyx, but this one is black tourmaline. It has selenite, which is here. Okay, so you see, so basically it matches, you know, it's a match to the necklace. And I want to say the gray is labradorite, which I love. Yeah, that's labradorite. I love that stone. So those are the 3 bracelets that's on my wrist. So that's the easiest way to just, you know, harness the energy. It's right on your body. Okay, so that's a great way to do it. I have some things here. So this is pretty cool. Okay, so this book, the Crystal Bible, which I'm going to be using soon to tell you about, you know, the different crystals and the meanings and which ones to use for what, they talk a lot about elixirs, okay, and which stones to use for elixirs. So this is basically my water elixir, okay? So this is another way for you to harness the crystals. Look at all of these cool crystals in there. So I always use spring water. If you know about Dr. Sebi and a few other holistic doctors and health practitioners, they mention that drinking spring water is the best water to drink. I don't always drink spring water, but I try to. And this is glass, and here you'll see there's rhodonite, there's plenty of rose quartz, there's tiger's eye. Yeah, that's tiger's eye. A peach moonstone, Dalmation jasper, SnowFlake obsidian chips, clear quartz crystal. I mean, this thing has so many cool stones in there. This is an easy way, excuse me, for you to make a elixir. And so the water is here, and it doesn't touch the stones, but it has the energy. It's harnessing the energy of the stones down here. So when you drink out of it, you are drinking programmed water that has the healing energy of these stones. Now, some people do put certain stones in their water, okay? I would be careful with that because some of these stones can be toxic if you ingest it. So just do your research before you just start throwing stones into the water, literally. Okay, you want to have a separation. I prefer separation, but there are companies that they do have like the stones are in the middle and they're not separated. It's right here. Some of them are separated. They'll have like a little thing, like a dome over it, but then some won't. They'll just have like a tower of the crystal, but usually they're putting crystals that are safe to put directly in water. So just be careful. But this is a really cool way to make your crystal elixirs and get, you know, the health benefits of these stones, the beauty benefits of these stones. And then, so I have the protective cover, you know what I mean? Because it's glass, so you gotta be really, really careful with that. That is one of the cool ways to use the energy of crystals to me. Okay, so another big way that people use crystals is in candle work. Okay, now a lot of you guys know I design everything, jewelry, candles. So I designed this candle. It has beautiful, you know, flowers on it. But what's so cool is, so you see there's glitter, and then there's a rose quartz crystal, a nice rose quartz crystal in there. Okay, so this I am not planning on burning, okay, because this is for me decorative. I love making candles to burn with the stones, but then I love candles that like you just prop it in your house and it's a decorative candle and it has the energy in there. Okay, so that's a way that you can harness the power, is to design things that have the stones in them or on them. Or if you're burning candles, let's say you're manifesting love and you're burning a love candle, you know, you just want to open up your heart, whether it's self-love or you want to bring romantic love in, you would put a stone in the candle with other things like herbs, you know, glitter, sticks, just anything that resonates with you, your petition. And you would put your stones in there. So that's another way. Okay, so another way is to make products with the stones. So this is a aura mist that I wear every day, and it's also on my Etsy shop. Okay, so Omen is a protective spray, okay, and it has crystal chips in there. So it has black tourmaline and it has clear quartz, and it has essential oils like patchouli, the sage, frankincense, myrrh. It smells really good. It has like a woodsy kind of smell, and it's just a protective spray. I love the smell. It's so good. But anyway, you hear the crystals are in there. So it helps to program the liquid inside. Okay, so this is a protective spray. I wear this every day. Charmed is to have you charmed. So, you know, you want to be charming, you want to get your way, you want to be attractive, you want to attract things to you so you're not chasing things, then you would put charmed. What's in here? It has rose quartz and carnelian. So that's bringing in self-love, romantic love, attraction, animalistic attraction. It's grounding you. Okay, so you can put now, you know, if you're making like these type of things for yourself, put like little chips in there, okay? Because these bottles are like tiny, so, you know, you can't put like, obviously something like that in there, you know what I mean? So you would get like little crystal chips. Okay, like there's just so many cool things out there, I just can't even deal. This, what the hell is this? This is a product scooper, and under eye facial applicator, product applicator, okay? So you scoop out the product, and this has rose quartz, and you know, put your product on. It's really for the under eye. It's really for the under eye. But the cool thing about this is that, also being an esthetician, I know, you know, obviously circulation. I mean, I think most people know this. It's important to just keep your skin circulated. You want to put, you know, tap it, you know. So it's, I mean, the gua sha has been viral, so everyone knows about that thing that you know, go like that. So this you can, you know, but this is another tool also on the Etsy store, but I love it. There's so many cool things that you can use with crystals. Rose quartz, as you're gonna see as you start doing your research with stones, you'll see rose quartz is used a lot in beauty products. It's great for love, self-love, compassion, forgiveness, soothing, and just keeping yourself youthful. So then there's that. Now for my Reiki practice, I love using wands. So here's, you know, if you like wands or you like to decorate wands, you want to buy wands, here's one, and it has the clear quartz on it. And I don't know if you could see like the glitter that I had ordered this. I want to say I ordered this on Etsy. I'm not really sure, but the girl did such a good job, and you can see like the glitter. But I mean, look at all these crystals, okay? So in my Reiki practice, I use that in, you know, healing techniques. I mean, look how beautiful that is. And here's a couple more wands. I don't know if you can see kind of like the rainbow. This is like a burgundy, and then it's like a aura quartz. And look how beautiful that is. And then I mean, just stunning. So you can use crystals in so many things. I mean, it's endless, okay? Now let's get into some of the meanings and, excuse me, some of the main ones, but there's so many. Oh, really quick too. Okay, so this book, before I get into it, it is available, I want to say on Amazon. It's in my Amazon link, which should be in the description. So I have like put together like a whole bunch of suggestions, and it's in there. Unfortunately, I only have part 1, which is this one. There's a part 2 and a part 3, and you can also just buy the whole set, which has all 3 of them. I would get all 3 because there's some stuff that's not in here, and this book is big, okay? But it just can't get everything in just one book, so I would get all 3 books. So the link is in my description or bio or whatever. It's somewhere there. Okay, so let's start with this one. I mean, this is one of my favorites. This one is Amazonite. I don't know if you can, yeah. I mean, look how beautiful. And I mean, it's just beautiful. This one is so soothing. I mean, just by the color, you can see how relaxing this crystal is. Okay, so let's read a little bit of, excuse me, Amazonite out of the Crystal Bible. Let's get into it. Okay. Amazonite. I'm just going to give you the cliff notes because it gives you a lot in here. Okay, so at a physical level, it absorbs microwaves and cell phone emanations and protects against electromagnetic pollution. It's an extremely soothing stone. It calms the brain and nervous system. At an emotional level, Amazonite soothes emotional trauma, alleviating worry and fear. It dispels negative energy and aggravation. Spiritually, an elixir of Amazonite is extremely beneficial to all levels of consciousness. The stone itself assists in manifesting universal love. So remember, I had my pitcher of water. This would be good to make an elixir out of the water if you want to manifest universal love and to soothe emotional trauma, worry, and fear, and dispel negative energy and aggravation. So if you are like fired up, you're turned up, this is going to turn you down in a good way. Okay, so okay, this is cool. Amazonite heals and opens both the heart and throat chakra. So if you're not familiar, the throat chakra is here, and then the heart chakra is here, to enhance loving communication. I mean, who doesn't want loving communication? In today's world with all this stuff going on, everyone's just wild out here. This is a really good stone, okay? So it helps to enhance loving communication. It also opens the third eye. You guys, where's the third eye? Here. It opens the third eye and intuition. The stone dissipates negative energy and blockages within the nervous system. Okay, so this is really good because when you're manifesting, if you're not at the point where you're a master manifester, your nervous system will be all worked up. Okay, so because your neural pathways is so used to going one way all these years that you've been taught a certain way of thinking, which is probably negative, right? So until you become a master manifester, this is probably a really, really good stone to have in your arsenal, just to keep you calm, and to help any blockages within that nervous system. Okay, so health-wise, it's beneficial in osteoporosis, tooth decay, calcium deficiency, and calcium deposits, balancing the metabolic deficiencies that create these conditions. The elixir rectifies calcium problems. Amazonite also relieves muscle spasms. A major property is the protection it affords from the health hazards of microwaves and other sources of electromagnetic smog. So with all this 5G stuff going on everywhere, I mean, the Wi-Fi, the this, the that, this is an amazing stone to have. I have it by my bed. And I also have shungite. I don't have the shungite here. So shungite is also a good stone. It looks like a bullet gray blackish stone that it's so light. It feels almost like it's plastic, but it's not. It's like so light, and it's very, very shiny, like lava, like hot lava that just formed into this thing, into this rock. And that's really good for the waves and radiation and stuff like that. So I always have those by my bed. As a matter of fact, on my phone, it is. So, okay, you guys might see this a lot. Like if you go on eBay, Amazon and stuff like that, they'll have the little shungite chips that you put, you can paste it on your phone protective cover. So I would do that as well, is to purchase one of those, because I have a little circle and it's on the back of my phone. Okay, so Amazonite, guys, this is a top one. I think one of the most famous is the rose quartz. I did delve into it, but we're gonna go a little deeper in the book. Let me see. You really gotta know your ABCs really good, because if not, it's gonna take you forever to find these things, because they have all the quartz and then you have to find which quartz it is, and there's like a million quartz. Hold on, let me find. Okay, rose quartz. Okay, So it is, rose quartz is the stone of unconditional love and infinite peace. It is the most important crystal for the heart and the heart chakra. Okay, so for the heart and the heart chakra, Leos, pay attention. Women, pay attention, because I think one of the leading causes of death in women is heart disease. I don't know if I'm 100% right, but I want to say that is one of the leading 3 causes is heart disease. So this is a really important crystal for us. It's the most important crystal for the heart and the heart chakra, teaching the true essence of love. It purifies and opens the heart at all levels and brings deep inner healing and self-love. It is calming, reassuring, and excellent for use in trauma or crisis. Okay, if you want to attract love, look no further. You can place this by your bed or in the relationship corner of your home. Definitely place this by your bed, but wear it all the time. Go to bed with this bracelet. It has the rose quartz, it has carnelian, it has all the cool stuff. Just go to bed with it, or put this underneath your bed or right next to your bed. Rose quartz is effective in drawing love and relationships towards you that it often needs. Okay, I thought I was reading that wrong. It's so effective in drawing love and relationship towards you that it often needs amethyst to calm things down. I will go into details about amethyst soon. Look at this. How beautiful is that? So we're going to get into amethyst. So this bad girl does so much that it needs its sister amethyst to calm it down. In existing relationships, it will restore trust and harmony and encourage unconditional love. Rose quartz gently draws off negative energy and replaces it with loving vibes. If you have never received love, I hate to even read stuff like that because that just really hurts me. I'm sending you so much love. If you feel like you're love starved or you've never received love, okay? If you've never received love, rose quartz opens your heart so that you become receptive, okay? We want to open that heart chakra. We want you to be receptive to it, to finally get it. If you have loved and lost, it comforts your grief. Rose quartz teaches you how to love yourself. Vital if you have thought yourself unlovable. You cannot accept love from others nor love them unless you love yourself. This stone encourages self-forgiveness and acceptance and invokes self-trust and self-worth. Okay, so physically, rose quartz strengthens the physical heart and circulatory system and releases impurities from body fluids. It heals the kidneys and adrenals and alleviates vertigo. Rose quartz is said to increase fertility. The stone or elixir soothes burns and blisters and smooths the complexion. And it is helpful in Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and senile dementia. Okay, so like I said, this is one of the most popular stones ever. Like you definitely have to have a rose quartz. Okay, so I said I was going to do amethyst next, right? Okay, because I got this big old chunk. This beautiful baby right here that is waiting to get some shine. So let's give it. Where is amethyst? Okay. Amethyst, amethyst, amethyst. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen this around. It is purple. Okay. Sometimes it has like these little white streaks in it. But I mean, come on. Like, look at that. I mean, just beautiful. Just stunning. So, amethyst. Amethyst is an extremely powerful and protective stone with a high spiritual vibration. It guards against psychic attack, transmuting the energy into love. A natural tranquilizer, amethyst blocks geopathic stress and negative environment energies. Its serenity enhances higher states of consciousness and meditation. It was worn, traditionally, amethyst was worn to prevent drunkenness and has a sobering effect on overindulgence and physical passions, supporting sobriety. It overcomes addictions and blockages of all kinds. Amethyst is helpful where insomnia is caused by an overactive mind and protects against recurrent nightmares. Amethyst balances out highs and lows, promoting emotional centering. It dispels anger, rage, fear, and anxiety. Alleviating sadness and grief, it supports coming to terms with loss. As far as healing, amethyst boosts production of hormones and tunes the endocrine system and metabolism. An excellent cleanser for the blood, amethyst relieves physical, emotional, and psychological pain or stress and blocks geopathic stress. It eases headaches and releases tension. This stone reduces bruising, injuries, and swellings and treats hearing disorders. It heals diseases of the lungs and respiratory tract, skin conditions, cellular disorders, and diseases of the digestive tract. It is beneficial for the intestines, regulating flora, removing parasites, and encouraging reabsorption of water. Amethyst treats insomnia and brings restful sleep. It cleanses the aura and transmutes negative energy and stimulates the throat and the crown chakras. It is helpful for people about to make the transition through death. Amethyst can stabilize psychiatric conditions, but should not be used in cases of paranoia or schizophrenia. So amethyst is another one that you have to have in your collection of stones. I mean, amethyst is an amazing stone. Let's get to this money. Let's get to this money, okay? Because money is super important. And who doesn't love money? So usually, not all the time, but usually when you see a green stone, that assists with money. But for me, the top ones are pyrite, which is called fool's gold. And I'm surprised I don't have okay, this is like not the best pyrite. I have a million pyrites and yet there's not one right here. Okay, the minute I like walk away, there's gonna be a million. This is a pyrite. It's really small, but it has like a kind of goldish, greenish gold tint to it. And a lot of times it's, excuse me, a lot of times it's shiny. So it's called fool's gold. And that's really good for manifesting money or putting it in your money candles, money spells. Like I said, I put pyrite and citrine chips in my wallet to just bring in that energy of money. So in this bracelet, this has citrine in it. I do have a pyrite bracelet, but I don't have it here. So this is citrine. Citrine will usually have a yellow, goldish tint with like white. I think it's so beautiful. Okay, so you would put, like I said, citrine in your wallet. You would put this at your desk at work, your desk if you're working remote, place of business, money altars, money candles, you know, your hand, rings, necklaces, all of that. Okay, so citrine is it even in here? It is. Okay. So citrine is a powerful cleanser and regenerator. It carries the power of the sun. So it's a beneficial stone. It's warming, energizing, and highly creative. It's one of those crystals that never needs cleansing. It absorbs, transmutes, dissipates, and grounds negative energy, and is extremely protective for the environment. Citrine energizes every level of life. As an aura protector, it acts as an early warning system so that action can be taken to protect oneself. It has the ability to cleanse the chakras, especially the solar plexus, which is, and navel chakras. So that's like the second chakra, the third chakra. So here and around the navel or right below it, it activates the crown chakra and opens the intuition. Citrine cleanses and balances the subtle bodies, aligning them with the physical. Okay. It is one of the stones of abundance. The stone teaches how to manifest and attract wealth and prosperity, success, and all good things. Citrine is a happy, generous stone and encourages sharing what you have, and yet holds you to hold on to your wealth. It has the power to impart joy to all those that behold it. It's a stone for smoothing group or family discord. Psychologically, it raises your self-esteem, self-confidence, and removes destructive tendencies. It enhances individuality, improves motivation, activates creativity, and encourages self-expression. It makes you less sensitive, especially to criticism, and encourages acting on constructive criticism. It gives you a positive attitude. It promotes enjoyment of new experiences and encourages exploring every possible avenue until you find the best solution. It helps to overcome depression, fears, and phobias. It promotes joy. It releases negative traits, fears, and feelings at the deepest of levels. It also overcomes and stops anger. And it imparts energy and invigoration to the physical body. So it's excellent for energizing and recharging. It is beneficial for CFS, which I don't know what CFS is, and reverses degenerative disease. It stimulates digestion, the spleen, and the pancreas. It negates infections in the kidney and bladder, helps eye problems, increases blood circulation, detoxifies the blood, activates the thymus, and balances the thyroid. It has a warming effect and fortifies the nerves. It's an eliminator. It relieves constipation and removes cellulite. Ooh, I didn't know that. Okay, as an elixir, it is helpful for menstrual problems and menopausal symptoms such as hot flashes, balancing the hormones, and alleviating fatigue. Okay. Not only is it helping you to get money, but it's helping with just your overall self-esteem, your confidence. It's helping physical things like menopause, menstrual symptoms, all kinds of stuff. You need to get citrine in your collection now. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all of these. Honestly, I have so many crystals here. I'm going to do selenite, which I did already. I love to use this in my Reiki practice. These wands, you know, I've already showed you like these, you know, I use with my clients, but I use things like the Selenite wand. This is good for cleansing the aura, protection. This is also another stone crystal that you don't need to clean. Selenite actually cleanses other stones. So a lot of times people will get like a selenite block or plate, and you put like all your stones on it. As a matter of fact, I should have mentioned that earlier. That is a way to cleanse your stones. I have like a selenite little mini plate, and I'll put my stones on it, and that cleanses it, and you know, just takes away any of negative energy or just anybody else's energy. For example, I'm using, you know, different crystals for my clients and stuff like that, so I will cleanse it before I use it for someone else. So selenite's really good for that. This I love this so much because I thought I had another one here. Okay, I didn't bring it, but this one has the stones for all the chakras. So there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you see, you should already be able to identify some of these, right? What's that one? Amethyst. This one is a clear quartz. That one, rose quartz, tiger's eye, green aventurine. This one is, I want to say that's lapis lazuli or that sodalite. I'm not sure. I want to say that's lapis, and then carnelian. So on a selenite. And what I will do is when I'm doing just meditating or just, you know, laying down and relaxing, I will just put this right in like between here, or put it right here. For some reason it just soothes me when I put it right there. And I will just like close my eyes and say my affirmations and my intentions and do my breathing exercises, and it just makes me feel so good. So this is really cool. Another one that I really want to mention is fluorite. Fluorite, to me, it's not really a popular crystal. Fluorite tends to be green, but it can have purple in it. I don't know if you can see it, but like it can have purple, yellow. Purple, yellow. Okay, you can see that there, yeah. Okay, green. Now, this I will use for my Reiki practice as well. So I like to shake it up, get that energy going, and cleanse my clients with this. This helps with a lot of deep emotional trauma. Let me find fluorite in this book. I'm pretty sure it's in here. Fluorite's one of my favorite. I just saw labradorite, which is one of my favorites too, but I will be here all night. Maybe, you know what I'll do? Maybe I'll do a part 2 and a part 3. You guys let me know if you wanna, like go that deep, or just order the book, or just Google. Okay, so fluorite draws off negative energies and stress of all kinds. It's highly protective, especially on a psychic level. It cleanses, purifies, dispels, reorganizes anything within the body that is not in perfect order. Okay, so it kind of does like all the work. This is the best crystal to use to overcome any form of disorganization. Fluorite is associated with progress on many levels, incorporating structure into daily life. You can overcome chaos, reorganize the physical, emotional, and mental bodies with fluorite. It dissolves fixed patterns of behavior. It gently opens the door to the subconscious, bringing suppressed feelings to the surface for resolution. It increases self-confidence and dexterity. It improves physical and mental coordination and counteracts mental disorders. Dissolving fixed ideas. It helps to move beyond narrow-mindedness to the bigger picture. This stone dissolves illusions and reveals truth. It increases concentration and promotes quick thinking. Physically, fluorite assists balance and coordination. Fluorite is a powerful healing tool. This is why I like to use it on myself and my clients. Dealing with infections and disorders, it benefits teeth, cells, and bones, and repairs DNA damage. It is powerful against viruses, especially as an elixir. So remember, get your water bottles, glass that has like a little compartment that you can put these stones in, okay, to make your elixirs. I'm not sure if you can put fluorite directly in water. I would Google that. Definitely Google that before you just dip, your crystals in. So it's powerful against viruses, especially as an elixir. Fluorite regenerates the skin and mucous membranes, particularly in the respiratory tract, and heals ulcers and wounds. It's beneficial for colds, flu, and sinusitis. I know I'm not saying that right. Sinusitis? I don't know why I've never heard this. I know sinuses, okay, but I've never heard the way that this is, I don't know. Okay, it alleviates arthritis, rheumatism, and spinal injuries. It heals the skin, removes blemishes and wrinkles, and it can be used for dental work. And fluorite rekindles sexual libido. So this is, the sexual libido is really like, you need to get some fluorite, okay? I mean, unless you're just like a horny toad. I don't know. But if not, then you need to get some fluorite. But fluorite is my second best crystal for beauty products. I do use it in some of the beauty products. Rose quartz will always be my first go-to, but fluorite is really good. Like it said, for blemishes and wrinkles. So yeah, get you some fluorite. This is shamazing. Here's a clear quartz. Clear quartz is basically like the rainbow of all the, crystals. It does it all. You can't go wrong with a clear quartz. Okay. Black tourmaline. Like I said, usually the black crystals and stones is for protection. So black tourmaline. This is what's in here. And what's in here. Let me just see, because I had written some notes. There were some things that I wanted to mention. So black tourmaline is really good. I love rhodonite. Rhodonite's another stone, really good for self-love, forgiveness. It's similar to rose quartz, but a little different. Rhodonite to me is a big one that you need to have in your collection of stones. Do your research on it. I would get into the book, but I feel like I'm just going and going and going. I could do this for days. This is a beautiful love stone, a self-healing stone. If you feel like you have to forgive yourself, like you're just dealing with a lot of shame, you just overthink things, you want to have more compassion for yourself, and you want to have self-love, this is a great stone. Also too, rhodonite's really good if you want to do self-love magic, self-love candle work, right? Because that's where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people are doing these spell works and these works for like, attracting love and getting love and getting love. And that's wonderful. But step one, you got to do things in steps, right? Step one is, do you have a good self-concept? How do you feel about yourself? Do you love yourself? So if you don't, that might be the missing link as to why you're manifesting attempts are just not working because you haven't figured out step one, which is self-love, how to get your self-concept at a place where, you know, now you're receptive and you're content with yourself, and now you can go out there and really get the love that you deserve. Anybody can get love. Anybody can get somebody. Is it the person that you want? Is it the kind of, you know, relationship that you want? This stone will help, okay? I love Dalmation Jasper. This is good for just dealing with sadness. You know, you just want to boost. Just think of like Dalmatians, like just happiness, joyfulness. Like Dalmation Jasper is going to give you that. And just remember what I said about like when you see black, usually that's, you know, to help with like protection and negativity. So anytime you see like stones that they also like have like black specks in it, that's also what it does. So it kind of just like absorbs like, you know, the negative energy, but it promotes like, you know, harmony, happiness, and healing, and balance. Because think about it, like a yin and yang, it has white and black. So it's like, you know, the balance. So, you know, it has a balanced energy of the two colors. There's like little specks of brown in here. 3 colors, 4 colors, but it balances you. I also like SnowFlake Obsidian, the same thing. It's a very similar stone to Dalmatian Jasper. This helps with depression. If you're depressed, I need you to get SnowFlake Obsidian. It is amazing. Like one of my favorite stones. People sleep on SnowFlake Obsidian. But it just really, you know, think about it. The obsidian, here we go again. The black spots, what does that do? That helps to, you know, take away the negativity. It helps to protect you. It dispels any negativity. Anytime you see like those black spots, that's what it does, okay? So you want to get yourself some SnowFlake Obsidian. Just zap that depression away, okay? Get you some. Let me see, this one is because you see the black, this is the Tourmaline. So this has the quartz, okay? So this is the Tourmaline quartz. So this is like just quartz crystal. This is like the black Tourmaline, same thing. This is going to get you balanced and harmony. I use this a lot with my clients just to take away, you know, just the heaviness that's on a lot of people. We want to get that out. We want to get that out. We want to get that out. So this is the Tourmaline quartz. It's a beautiful, I mean, look at this. This is a nice piece. The rainbow aura quartz, Tourmaline quartz. I mean, this is like, just aesthetically, this just makes me so happy. This is beautiful. This one is really, really beautiful. When you see the rainbow, it just aligns all the chakras, okay? Because it's got like everything in one. And they take the black tourmaline and basically just cover it with this beautiful color. So you're getting the protective qualities of black tourmaline, but the rainbow color is just helping to align the chakras and the angel aura. I mean, it's just divine healing with this. I always get good vibes, good energy with this stone. I have jewelry that I designed with these crystals. They're on the website at shopyolie.com to link you to the Etsy store. I think I'm gonna leave it off with a bang, because if you're familiar with stones, then you've probably heard of Moldavite. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but this is green. Oh, let me see if I put it towards me. Yeah, because up there you can't really see it, but it's like a dark green, like a nice deep hunter green, okay? So this is, I wanna say technically it's considered a tektite, because it came from an asteroid that came here a very, very long time ago, and it landed in the Czech Republic. Okay, so this little piece, I want to say, this little piece was $200 or over 200. It wasn't over 300, but it was 2 and change. Okay, so it is a glass tektite crystal. Okay, the reason why it's so expensive is because there's only a limited amount, because it came from outer space and landed onto Earth. That's it. There's no more. Once they mine all of it, then that's it. And I think that they're pretty much down to the last scrape that's left. So this is super expensive. I'm actually trying to get myself a nice big piece of Moldavite, but it's so expensive. So we'll see. Wish me luck, guys. But Moldavite is one of those stones that if you've seen on TikTok and Instagram, it's one of those things that like everyone has like the urban tale, or like, oh my God, you know, Moldavite did this to me. And usually people, from what I've seen, it's in a negative way. I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had anything negative, okay? First of all, mind over matter, fix your mindset. You have to program everything that is working in your favor. Now, this stone, I have heard from people that it might work in your favor by, let's say, you getting laid off, because maybe it's pushing you to find employment that is going to, you know, serve you better and kind of, you know, fit into your higher power. So you might lose a job, or you're, you know, you find out that your loved one is cheating, or, you know, you go through a breakup because that's the person that you are not destined to be with. Now, when you study the law of assumption, you don't resonate with that type of thinking. You're the one that creates your life. So this is when you take your power from within and you tell this what you wanted to do. You know, you're gonna work in my favor, meaning all good things are gonna happen to me. I don't want any, you know, tears and drama and crying. This is not what you're bringing me. You're bringing me radical change that's gonna bring me joy and happiness. So it's a little different when you are in the law of assumption community. Now, if you are one of those that you are into like destiny, then yes, you're gonna put your power into other things, and then you're gonna, you know, blame this stone that it, you know, made all these things happen to you. I don't believe in that. So that's just my reality. That's how I live my life. But I love Moldavite. I think it's an amazing, fascinating. I really wish, okay, there we go. Because I want you guys to really see, I mean, look how beautiful that is. All the creases and crevices and all this stuff. It's a really, really beautiful, powerful stone. And this stone is definitely going to give you energy. You put it in your hand, you might feel a little bit of heat. I mean, it's powerful. So if you need like a shock, you need like, you're feeling lethargic and you want like some like energy, get you a Moldavite. It's super expensive. Also too, make sure you're getting a genuine, authentic Moldavite, piece of Moldavite, because there are a lot of fakes out there. I've seen it on Etsy, and one time I purchased one and it was a fake, and I spent like $70 on it, and I was really upset. I want to say I got this from the Moldavite family. I gotta look that up. I might circle back and do another video just on Moldavite and tell you where I sourced it from, because they are the real deal. They've been in business for, it's a family-owned business. They've been in business for decades. And, you know, if you're going to spend the money, get the real thing, because if not, you're literally going to be just buying some green glass that they made with some bubbles. Okay, so make sure it's authentic and real. Guys, I think that is it for today, okay? I'm going to leave you with some healing energy, okay? I hope this makes you feel relaxed and protected. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe. Like, what are you waiting for? Hit the follow button, like my videos, like all my videos. I need you to watch all my videos and just like everything. Follow me, support my Etsy shop, buy you some crystals. I have necklaces, I have rings, bracelets, earrings. Oh, yes, get you some charmed, get you some omen, some protection sprays. There's also bankroll. I don't have it on here with me, but that is great for manifesting money. So there we go again, manifesting with crystals. You put it on every day. So I put my protection, I put all of it on every day. You know, if you have a business meeting, let's pretend this was bankroll, because it's not. But if it was, that's for money. Put that on before a business meeting, before you have an interview, before you're gonna make sales, if you're a bartender, before, you start serving people, if you're, waiter, waitress, whatever. Just spritz yourself. So that's a good way to manifest with crystals. Don't forget, make your elixirs. Get you a compartment that has where you could put your crystals. Make your elixirs. Make your candles with crystals, or purchase them. Okay. Support me on my Etsy shop at shopyolie.com. Oh, before I go, I bought this cute set of crystals. What the hell is on here? It's like some liquid. Oh, I think from the... I'm almost scared to lift this up. But look at that. Look how cute that is. I'm gonna say it's like 30 of them. So it's like these little tiny chips of, like here's rose quartz. Okay. So it has so many cool things. So I'm gonna see if I could link that on my Amazon list so that you can just find it. I'm gonna see if I can link it. So yes, and even here it has a card how you can cleanse your crystals. Use selenite. Yep. So remember, if you have like a selenite like plate, like a little tiny plate or something, you can just put like all your crystals on it, or even something like that. You can just like put your crystals on it, just line them up so it can cleanse. The sun, the sun burns away old energy and refills your crystals with vibrancy and light. Place your crystals outside in the light of the sun for 4 hours or more. And the full moon, when the moon is at its brightest, bathing your crystals under its light restores them to their brightest form. Place your crystals outside under the light of the full moon for 4 hours or more. Okay. So guys, this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys learned a lot. I'm going to do a lot more videos. Don't forget, check this book out. And I think that's it. If I miss anything, which I know I did because I have way more crystals on the side. I mean, I have so much over here. I will either do like a part 2 or 3. But anyway, love you guys. Take care. Be well. XOXO.